Okay, I cleaned this around with brake cleaner, and I clean this, what I do, I put a little silicone, but I use adhesive sealant. This is some stuff that will actually bond. Okay, I don't use. There's some silicone that it just doesn't really bond that good. I don't use those. Okay. Okay, I put the silicone underneath there, made sure that when it bonds I don't have any leaks coming through the bolt holes. I don't like comebacks. Alright. Okay, now we're dealing with the valve body. Now, when dealing with this valve body, there's some things that I'm going to change. One, I'm going to change this plate. If you look at this plate here, you will see that in this plate, there is crack right here. Okay? Right where this accumulator has been hitting. Let's see if you can see that cracks there. So I'm going to change this with a superior super tough plate. I always do this anyway. I Also, I'm going to change the pressure regulator valve. I'm going to change the solenoid. The pressure regulator valve is here. The solenoid reg valve is here. Now, if you look at my other videos, you will see my changing this valve and my changing this valve, or this one, pressure regulator valve. Okay, so let's get some of these balls out. There's a ball here. Now let me get something. I have a punch here. It's a spring-loaded punch. Not makes a hole or dent. I do that. And I want to know where the check ball is. There's one there. There's one here, two. There's one here. Three. 4. 5, 6. Let's see, 6, 7 over here. See, there's 8. Okay, one here. Then here you have this part right here. You take out, set it over to the side. There's a filter inside here. Okay, that filter go right there. Filter fits in. That's how it fits. Okay, I'm gonna take it out. Now, once you get that out, turn it over. I'm gonna take these out. This is like an alignment bolt. This one here, it goes here. So what you could do, you can mark that so you know. Put an X there, okay? And then there's one here, you put an X here. They look like these. The rest are 10s, like that. Now, if you're going to take loose and change the solenoid and the TCC, then there's a 10 here. So the solenoid up first, and the TCC up next. You take this off. There's a gasket under here that you would have to be changing. Okay. Now you can take this to the solvents and wash this out, so you can make sure no valves are sticking in here. And then you proceed to changing the pressure regulator valve and the solenoid reg valve. Okay, I cleaned this out. I reamed out this part for the solenoid reg valve. You see one of the videos, you know what I did with solenoid reg valve. Here's the new one. And I'm going to put this in. Put the solenoid reg valve in, the new oversized. And the spring. Where is the spring? Alright. That's the solenoid reg spring. Gotta push that in. If I can get this to go. Got it. that in. Now it's time for this pressure regulator valve. This here wasn't destroyed. This one is not bad. Has some scratches on there, but this valve is okay. Normally I change that, but this time it's all right. Let me go and get the pressure regulator valve.
You should see my lug nut right now. It's 2 feet long. That's the one that comes with the truck.
Okay.
My buckets go better than a lug nut truck. The lug nut right snatch it. That's the one that comes with the truck. Don's been shit. Now he'll buy another 408. He just got to go to the truck. I marked everything down with that. Now it's going to bug me.
Okay. So you got the pressure regulator valve in. Now, in this kit, there is a spring right here. And this is still aftermarket. And it talks about the 2-1 capacity modulator spring. And it shows that the old spring collapses over time, so they provide a new spring, and it's right here. So we're going to check this spring to see if it is smaller than this spring. That would be this one. Okay, got it out. It's a little smaller. I'll put this beside each other. You see that it is smaller. So, put this in.
You got these little what you got to do is you got to find a girl from Mont Blanc. That's all we got to do. What year Mont Blanc do you like, Aaron? 71?
All right, so we got it in. So now this valve body here, what we're gonna do, flip it around. We don't need it. And we're going to put the gasket on here. This here has to be cleaned. Take this off. Move it to the side, and we're going to clean this plate. Put the gasket on here and put this back together. Gasket. Remember these two bolts? You put an X on it. X here, put an X right here. This lines things up. And number 10 bolts. Okay. On this side, remember you have this part right here. Don't forget it. Set it right down in there. You got the check balls. So if you got new ones, you can use them. I have some new ones here. And put one. Make sure you pay attention to those dots if you don't know where to go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and there's one more that goes somewhere else, and that's right there. 8. Got 8? Now, okay, don't forget this little filter's new one, and you know where it went. Right here. This is where you push it right in here. That's the filter. Now, now you have this right here, the gasket, and you put this on top here. Then you put this on, this plate on. And then you have these pieces here. This goes like this. This goes like this. I think I'm wrong here. This goes, yeah, that goes like that. This one goes like this. Amazing. Is it able to go both ways? Yeah, it goes like that. Number 10 bolts. I never tighten these tight with the impact wrench. I just draw them close and then I do my tightening with by hand. These do have a torque specifications. I don't know what it is. I go by feel because I've been doing it for a while. So we have that now. The next gasket, which looks like this. This is not it. This is the old one. Goes on top of here. Okay, this is the plate. We throw this away because we got our own plate in here. Now, if you're going to reuse the solenoids and the TCC, and you put them on, if they're good solenoids, sometimes the old ones are better than the new. You know, then you put them in. And the TCC, if it's good, you can reuse that. So TCC first, shift solenoid next, and then the number 10. This has a filter ring in here. If it's good, you can leave it in there. If it comes with one, you pull that out. Normally it comes with one. So you have to just take a screwdriver. Get it out of there. Boy. There we go. It's out. Okay, so this is the valve body. Okay, let us continue our transmission issue. Over on this side is a can't see here. Right here is a seal that goes in here. I don't know if y'all be able to see that. Yeah, it's a seal. Well, that's the best I can get to that right now. Take a screwdriver and you pop it out. There's the seal. So you're going to take another seal, you're going to clean this out pretty good, take another seal, put it in and knock it back in. Let me get a seal here.
That means this helper guy won't hold it on.
You take this part here, you're going to put this in here, you're going to find a socket big enough to knock it in. Okay, I always like to put in a new EPC because it cycles a lot. Stick that through here. These have O-rings in there. I have to put some lubrication on them. Don't want to tear them. There we go. Now we gotta put in the parking pawl rod. Goes in. Why does this feel like it's not the right one? It is. Okay. Don't forget this little piece right here. Alright, so this part is finished here. Now it's time to deal with these two. Ow! Shut. You get cut on this. I gotta be careful. I don't know if I got cut yet. It'll let me know. Yeah, I get it. It got me. It got me. Right there. I'll get it. Now watch out for this. Just have it spraying over there. this goes right here. Right on top. Yeah. Now you got the new one of these. The spring, the green spring go down. So that goes in there and this goes on top. Go down in there. Yellow and the blue spring. Like that. Then you have this part right here that goes down on here. A lot of times, let's see here. This is not easy when you're trying to do it by yourself. A lot of times I use something like and press it down. Eventually I'm going to get a press for this, but right now I have to go this route. Got it. All right. Remember with the super tough plate, I told you it had this piece here that you could use or couldn't. This piece, which looks like this, fits on here. You really put some grease on it. Grease like that. Okay, next we're putting on this the internal wire harness. Make sure you put this here inside this spot. Right there. And here's the valve body. I set this on already. This is the other gasket. Put some stickiness stuff on there. And put this in. make sure that this engage here. I'll show you. Make sure this part engages in this side here, not here, but right here. Remember this part here, this locks in the EPC. You got a long bolt and short bolt. Long bolt is here, short bolts go around the side. Wire harness, hook up. All right. Next, you have to put a filter, put a pan gasket on, and put the pan on. All right, here is this tail housing that I've been having so much problems putting these bushings in. We are going to revisit this thing. There is a difference, some type of way, and why they won't go in. But for the meantime, I got a new one from the dealer that already have the bushing put in. And this one is going to, it comes with a gasket from the dealer. I had to do this so I could finish this transmission up. There's the bushing already installed. And we are going to find out later on why these bushings don't work. Let me put this in. Alright, since now we have the brand new tail housing, we're going to put this tail housing on. Here is the gasket. Flip this up. This has old gasket. We'll make sure this is off. Take a razor and scrape the gasket off, the old gasket. See, with that extension housing bushing, something is wrong. I've pressed those bushings in on 2000 or 99, 2001, 2, 3, I think maybe even 4s, but 09 has a difference. But the transmission parts suppliers say that one size fits all when it comes to that bushings, and that is not true. There's something different. And once I find out, I will see, we will determine whether or not the bushing suppliers or the transmission suppliers, transmission part suppliers, have been doing their due diligence in their research and development team to see the different changes in these transmissions. And I believe they have not been doing it. Now, first thing they will say, maybe you didn't do something right. Well, we're going to see. You know, one thing about me, I will try something to find out. I will go to that extent to find out if I'm right or wrong. I will go to the extreme. But for the most part, I have to buy one, and a brand new one from the dealer that already comes with the bushing and the seal. Okay, set this on top here. Now, it's perfect here. Now, this is not the first time I had to buy one from the dealer because the manufacturer changed something in there. I think they made the outer diameter or inner diameter of the tail housing a little tighter so that the bushing won't work. That's all they have to do to throw people off. They could have kept it the same way because the same tail shaft fits through inside. But they did a change, and this is how they can make extra money by playing these little tricks. Okay, now the tail housing is on. I'm going to put this filter in. This is a parts store filter. I never use this cheap type rubber gasket. Never do. Alright, so you got the filter in. Next, I'm going to put on the what is that? I can't even think right now. I'm going to put on the pan gasket and then the pan. Make sure each hole lined up, because you can get it put it the wrong way and the holes won't line up. This is the right way here. The next is to put the pan on. Okay, so I cleaned all the gasket material off. Now get this nice and clean. Clean the magnet off. Wash the pan. Now put the pan on. Then put the bolts on.